You don't think what?
I don't think that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah, probably not. Anyway, hello, and welcome to another episode of the TopCup podcast, a weekly conversational podcast where two buds talk out their butts to fill your cups with more news about the coronavirus because
The market is just not saturated enough with that.
the grind don't stop. I'm your host, Daniel Arroyo, alongside my Sprite drinking companion, the good cup, John Oyavides. Say hi, John.
Hello. How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, so if you are watching us on YouTube, then that means the camera worked this time.
Yes. Well, I mean, they could still be watching on YouTube. They'll just see a thumbnail if it didn't work.
Very true. You know, if you're listening to us on audio platforms, then welcome back. Keep listening because our numbers are down. Aside from that, but if you're new here, welcome. Listen to us on audio platforms such as Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts because our numbers are down.
Are they actually down?
Well, yeah, they're pretty down. But you know, everyone's gonna have their dip.
I'm just saying in the sense of like the fact that they were never particularly high to begin with.
Oh,
like
yeah,
what?
True.
Like, are you saying like in terms of retention, like we're not getting as many views as average, which is again like 5?
Yes.
So we went from 5 to 2.
Yes. We're like 5 to 0. That's just the last 2 episodes, but you know, people find shit to do. Anyhow.
Wait, what do you mean the last 2 episodes? I see it right here. 10 views, 10 views, 15 views, 15 views, 9, 7, 10.
Did I say YouTube?
Oh. Well, I cater to the YouTube market.
I cater to the market that I pay for. So
That's fair enough.
I want to keep those numbers up.
That's fair enough. That is okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Even though video was my push, either way. So John, we have been working from home for approximately a week and a half. How's that been for you? Yeah,
air quote working from home.
Air quote
school.
From home.
You're not working from home because you're not working.
Yeah, I'm just not working. I am one of the privileged folk that has a job that somehow is paying for them to be on leave for the time being, and it is good. So I have my full paycheck and I have full benefits, which thank God, because it would be a very, very bad time without them. And it alleviates a lot of stress from us because not everybody's going to get that. And not everybody's going to include my girlfriend, my cat, who doesn't want to get off her ass and get a job. Dude, Olive. Just sitting on the couch.
Yeah, just as a warning, we both have cats. As you know, and you can barely see his little fluff. But
he's out of focus.
Yeah, so if they cause a ruckus in the background for either one of us, that's who we're yelling at off screen. Yeah. It might be Brianna as well for me, but whatever.
Anyhow,
she's dead asleep.
Yeah, my situation is far better than most, and it doesn't escape me every day that I'm lucky to have this job. But I have my own concerns in that area as well. So.
Yeah. For that's why I'm like, I feel like you don't fit the qualification of working from home, but you could, I would say like a better app description, I guess, or title would probably be creating from home.
Creating from home. Yeah. So TopCup, second job. Couch watcher.
Yeah.
Third job. So yeah, creating.
Occasional guest. Behind walls. Oh, right.
Well, you beat me to that one, so you can have that.
I thought he said. I thought Joel
on OSD yet.
Really?
Just couch watchers. but that's fine.
Oh,
I mean, you know more technical stuff, and I just volunteered my services as a personality.
right. I like how you're just like, yeah, but that's that's fine.
Whatever.
Like, oh, okay.
I got a show out of it. Whatever.
Speaking of volunteer, real quickly, Josh volunteer, kind of. We asked him, yeah, sure. He's going to school for graphic design. Right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so he's going to school for graphic design, and I asked him if he could do some design layouts for Brianna for his stream, and he was like, sure. He's like, right now I can't really do that because of school and all that, and like I don't have access to some of my programs. And I'm like, oh, what programs do you use? And he's like, oh, some other, but like mainly Illustrate. And I'm like, oh, Adobe Illustrate? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I can give him my access, like if you want it. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I pay for the entire Adobe suite. I use like 3 apps, but like I pay for it. And he's like, I mean, sure. And I'm like, hey, like, if it's for Brianna, I don't mind. Like, fuck it. And hey, maybe I could commission you to do some TopCup stuff. We'll see. But he says he doesn't really know how to work with like video files. Like he doesn't know how to take it from Illustrate to go to video. He knows more like graphic design in terms of like a web page view kind of thing, like static images or JPEG. So I was like, I'm not really sure. It might just be like something alpha related, like get the alphas. Yeah. Either way,
Slater.
Point is, I asked Josh and he offered more for Brianna, obviously, but I was just like, because I remember the other day I was like, do we know anyone that's a graphic designer, Bri? And she's like, yeah, Josh. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I'm like,
I wasn't aware of that. For those of you who don't know, Josh is my cousin.
Yeah, his cousin, and Brianna's like childhood best friend. So
yeah, possibly also cousin.
Possibly also cousin. Yeah.
Yeah. Brianna and I are loosely related through marriage, but
yeah,
that's a whole other thing.
By the way, yeah.
So I mean, what have I been doing during this shelter in place? Right, San Francisco is in a shelter in place order for the past about week and a half. We live in San Francisco, so that means we have or are strongly advised to stay at home for all unnecessary needs. So can't go out to the beach if I want to, even if I did. Can't go see friends, can't go film the podcast in the normal studio space that we have.
Well, shelter in place and lockdown, right? Didn't we go on lockdown before? Or were they one and the same?
I don't think we're on lockdown. Bless you.
Because people can still leave the
stronger.
Like, right? They can't leave like the entire city or whatever.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
I have no idea.
But yeah, so we basically had to stay at home for all unessential personnel. So
yeah,
people that work at grocery stores, pharmacies, delivery services, a good amount of people, and apparently
Uber drivers.
Yeah, and apparently those who are just not getting paid to not work. You know, those people. I don't know. May the power protect you, but that really sucks. But also transit workers. I feel like fast food places, yeah, restaurants, some restaurants, pretty much everybody's doing to go, only to go, because you can't congregate in more than 10 people. So that's been fun. I have not been on the shelter in place, but I have been off of work for about almost 2 weeks now, probably 2 weeks, actually 2 weeks now today. So yeah, a lot of creating from home going on. But yeah, other than that, I'm not feeling any type of sick, which is great. Especially because I have asthma. I have been staying inside for the most part. Because of that, I'm more of a vulnerable group than most. Yeah, at risk group than most. Because it's a respiratory illness and I can lose lung function Yay. Go Asthmatics. Band together.
Same thing also applies to Brianna.
Yeah.
Because she also has that.
Yeah. Yeah, then it came out today that cats can get, legit get coronavirus, but it not necessarily COVID-19.
Yeah, they can get because the coronavirus is a family of viruses.
Oh.
So, so COVID-19 is like the main one. Mm-hmm. Because without like any actual like articles to back up this claim, I believe, if I remember correctly, that the coronavirus has always kind of been around. Mm-hmm. Like in some form, like I said, like it's a family of viruses, and some of it has been around for a while. It's just that the specific one, COVID-19, that one is the one that's like popping up and that's more or less wreaking havoc. But there have been forms of it in the past that just never really amounted to much, or it was never as horrendous as this one. Mm-hmm. That's from what I remember. I think I saw it on the news when I was at work. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Brianna was telling me dogs and cats can get it. I think like a few days ago. I guess saw something on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because like like I said, China or whatever. I mean, they've been dealing with this for a lot longer than we have. So I think they like knew of it, and then like they just like let us know, like, hey, from what we can tell, animals are susceptible as well. So just keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. But it's like a different form. I don't
know. Yeah. Yeah. So I'd say wreaking havoc is the appropriate term.
Mm-hmm. Apt term for you.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how things have been going on my end. How have you been, John? And if you can't tell so far, folks, this is mainly just gonna be an update episode about what we've been doing personally. We'll try to do a bigger episode next recording date for the overall thing, but
it's a little bit harder given the circumstances.
Yeah, especially since the news is coming in every day. Like before, it used to just be, conferences and stuff, and now it's everything. So yeah. But anyway, John, how you been holding down?
I mean, for me, slightly business as usual. I am one of the like necessary, or what were they called?
Necessary, I think. Vital. I don't know.
Necessary. People that work. So I work at Target. So Target is considered an essential business because we sell a lot. We sell a lot of products, a lot of groceries, produce, just like simple healthcare items. We have a whole pharmacy section, stuff like that. So I'm still going to work, even though I don't particularly work in those sections. Mm-hmm. But so like yesterday, for instance, I didn't work in, I work in the clothing department for the most part. But I am trained in other areas. So yesterday, for instance, I spent the majority of my day in Flex. Flexible fulfillment, which is essentially order pickup, which is essentially you order it, I run around the store and pick up all your fucking items. And then I drop them off to our little pickup section. And then when you guys come in, get the item. So, I mean, that's what I'm doing. And like, you can imagine those are getting insane. Yeah. We haven't seen this much craziness since like Christmas. So, and what sucks is like a lot of the things we're having to just INF, which is item not found, which hurts our numbers. But it's like a lot of people are obviously, so like, even though I'm running around the store, I really mean lately, I'm running 2 sections. Like Christmas, for instance, you're literally running around the store. You're going all kinds of different departments. This time it is very obvious as to what departments you're going into. You're going to G aisle 30 something, like 34, 35 to 40, which is pretty much all like pasta, breads, canned goods, cereal. And I'm like really focusing those areas. I constantly have orders for those. And then I have aisles A, whatever. Because A, the whole section is like the first 10 aisles are all like vitamins, cough drops, digestion stuffs like penicillin, or not penicillin, Pepto-Bismol, stuff like that. So, and a lot of immunity pills are getting to like Ollie and any multivitamins. Yeah. A lot of people are trying to stock up on
Flintstones gummies.
Flintstone gummies. No, for real. They're all like really selling out. I told Brianna it's so weird because like Christmas, right? We are getting just the same amount of orders. Just we don't have the stock as barren as they are nowadays, and it's crazy because I'm walking some of these aisles and I'm like, well, I can already tell we don't have this item.
Yeah.
Because we don't have anything on this fucking shelf other than the notice that says, hey, we don't have a lot of items. Jesus. So it's just really surreal. It's crazy. But anyways, other than that, yeah, I'm still going to work as it is. I am asked to come in just as often as I normally do, maybe a little bit more often. For the most part, I haven't been trying to pick up shit. I'm really just going for what I'm scheduled for. Sometimes I'm asked to pick up a shift, and I don't know, I want to say yes, but at the same time, I don't want to say yes. In my head, I kind of see it as while they do need me, they could also be fulfilled by someone else. I don't know. It's mainly like I am willing to work the shifts that I am worked because that's my obligation. I do not have to pick up shifts if I don't want to. Now, that's not saying that I don't normally do that. I'm just saying in this particular case, obviously, me picking up these extra shifts means I'm putting myself more at risk.
Yeah. So
I'm really just kind of going with what's necessary and required of me, just to kind of keep that risk factor just as low as I can. Because I'm not like trying to screw over my job and be like, hey, peace, I'm out. Like, even though like I don't really have like my real reason would be comfortability. I don't feel comfortable with it, I guess. But like the reason why I still am doing it, like Katie, my roommate, is still working. So it makes no difference if I don't work, because she's my roommate. If she were, she's just getting just as exposed. And then when she comes home, I'm just as a risk. So it doesn't really make a whole big difference. Because, I mean, yeah, she can stay in her room with John all the time. But I mean, like, we use the same plates, stuff like that. We use the same fridge. So it's just like, I mean, there's only so much I could do to like keep a person that's living from you separated in terms of germs and all that. But
yeah,
either way, my point is, so I'm really just working the shifts that are asked of me. I'm trying not to pick up too many extra shifts because I just want to keep that level low of risk factor and contamination. So for the most part, I'm still getting like 2 to 3 days, which is fine. And then, but other than that, I'm going to school. All my classes are now online, which are ups and downs. My professors are not like Brianna, who like all use Zoom, and you have Zoom meetings and you need to go to these meetings. My professors are a lot more like, hey, I'm just going to post this to YouTube, watch my lecture, and then answer this quiz like in 2 weeks. And like they're like, some of them are using like their Zoom meetings really just for like office hours and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like, I guess that's fine. I think I kind of would have preferred the Zoom meetings, just because it feels like I'm actually still obligated to go.
Yeah. Just you spend fucking 5 hours on YouTube anyway, and it's just like,
yeah,
like suggested for you your class meeting that you should really watch. Oh, PewDiePie.
Yeah. I totally understand that some people prefer my route. Like, I know some people are like, they hate the Zoom meetings and they would prefer like all of the lectures all in one go, and then they just go at their own pace and ready themselves for the test and all that at their own will. I mean, I like that idea as well. It's very much, if you want to pass, you'll pass. If you're not going to do the work, you're not going to pass, you know? But either way, that's like the main, or the second main thing that's like, I guess, kind of, it's really the main change. Mm-hmm. But the real main change is probably, like I said, creating from home. I'm not really working from home. The only working I'm doing from home is my schoolwork. So I guess I'm working is business as usual. Schooling is now schooling from home, and creating is now creating from home.
Yeah.
So I've been having like Brianna's been getting into streaming, and it's kind of the right time.
Yeah.
Okay, let me also preface. Brianna, unlike Daniel and I, unfortunately has lost her job. Mm-hmm. She was in the theater, and we got an email not long after, because we had a conversation one night where I was talking about how maybe once all this blows over, stuff like this, either she tries going for assistant manager, because for the most part, she's already considered assistant manager already. They just need her to officially do the training. But in order to do that, she needs to have like a little bit more of an open schedule. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, her managers and everything were just like, hey, you let us know when your schedule opens and we will start you on the training, basically. But unfortunately, that didn't pan out.
Yeah.
But we had a conversation where I'm just saying, like, while I know you love your job, unfortunately, it's not really ideal for a adult-centered environment. Mm-hmm. And I say that mainly in the sense that her job is very much catered towards first-year college students and high schoolers. Mm-hmm. The benefits that they get, stuff like that, aren't really amazing by any means compared to other jobs. They're okay, but they're not. They're whatever. Mm-hmm. They're essentially, how to say, it sometimes makes it seem like look at our benefit, are everyone else's bog standard.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no shit. So I was telling her, like, hey, when this all blows over, maybe like look into actually getting like a management position, or maybe get like my job or like Trader Joe's or something else, maybe something that offers real benefit, that has like a work group that tend to be adults that have more responsibilities and bigger bills and stuff like that, or have lives. Because at her job, it's like, hey, I need vacation time. It's like, well, why would you need vacation time? Whereas like at my job, it's like, hey, I need vacation time. And it's like, oh, kids, school, something like, what's up? Like, and it's like, yeah, it's like adults work there that have kids. So sometimes they're like, hey, my kid's sick, or hey, I need vacation time to take care of my kids, or my kids are going somewhere, like, and they're more understanding of that. Mm-hmm. So we had like a conversation about that, and then literally the next day she got an email, and I was like, and it kind of sucked because she was kind of going through like a little bit of an episode of just like it all kind of like hitting.
Yeah.
And
just being overwhelmed.
What sucks was like one of my reassuring things is because like Brianna really tends to like let things not get to her, but like in the sense of like she'll find faults at her from herself, even though they're not necessarily. Mm. So like she was kind of like, I could tell that she was kind of like blaming it on herself. And I'm like, this is not your fault. Like, this whole thing is controllable. Like, This isn't your fault. You're an excellent employee. So I was just telling her, I was just like, Like, at the end of the day, this isn't your fault. Besides, you still have your job, technically. And then the next day comes, and that wasn't so true. And I was like, fuck.
Well, shit.
But it was right in time with her. Like she's still doing school. That's cool. Like I told her she has like still something to do. But she also has, like we've mentioned on a few tweets, she's actually starting to get into streaming. So I was like, this is a good time to go all in. I mean, like, do your damnedest. You just have school at this point, and we have a lot of free time to stay at home. So she's been doing that. I've been helping her out with that. I'm still doing this, recording with you. Asked me to come in, and other than that, I'm not really doing a whole lot else. I would like to be creating more or doing some, because it's really just more creating with you, creating with Joelle, and helping Brianna make sure everything on her end goes smoothly.
Yeah.
And eventually maybe even create for Brianna. But as of how things are right now, I still have pretty much all my other responsibilities. I still have work. I still have my school. So unless one of those kind of leans back a little bit, for me, it's still business as usual. The main effects are, I just have a little bit more free time. Like I have like an extra day off, or I just don't go out as much anymore. Not to say I did a lot, but I was telling Brianna the other day, it was just like I had work and I was like, man, I hate it. Like why was I one of the lucky few that, just happened to have a requirement, like a essential job? Why did I get forced on that responsibility? Like, and like, I understand that. I'm saying this from a very, privileged place. Thankfully, I have a father that helps me out in terms of rent.
Yeah.
So me working really isn't for my own. I'm actually working more for Brianna. I'm like making her paycheck. So I'm just like, why can't Brianna keep working and I stay at home? That would have been nice, but I was just like, huh?
I said,
I was just like going like, man, this is some bullshit. Everyone gets to enjoy their spring break. I don't. I still have work for 4 days. What the fuck is this shit?
Well,
and I'm talking actual spring break, not this prolonged spring break.
Prolonged spring break.
And then over here, Daniel's going like, I haven't left my house in 7 days.
Not true. I haven't left my house in like 5 days.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna step out later on today just to get a walk.
You should still be getting. Yeah, I was gonna say. Granted, you don't have as secluded as an apartment as I do.
Yeah.
But go on a walk. Like I walked to Home Depot the other day because I needed to pick up some stuff. And then like the Target over at Westlake, and I missed the bus. And it was going to be like 20 minutes for the next bus. And I was like, fuck it, I could just walk it. And I walked and I'm like, this is still peaceful. I really enjoy this. Like, I feel like even if I was in your position where I was home all the time and like it started getting to me that I was only in my house, I think I'd be satisfied. I'm the kind of person that I feel like I'd be satisfied if I just went out for a walk. Like I'd still still feel productive if I did that. But other than that, I mean, yeah, that's essentially what I've been doing. It's slightly more time at home, but for the most part, yeah, still going to work. Yay.
You are a brave soul keeping the world turning, John.
Yeah, I am a hero. Praise me.
Well, it just kind of raises that idea, because I've already seen it on Twitter and stuff. Just like, the people that work in grocery stores and shopping outlets and fast food restaurants, like no one can ever tell you that you have like a job that requires no skills because you are now essential. It's like you've never not been in a shitty job.
Right.
It's like you've always been essential. It's just now that there's
just more or less spotlight.
Yeah, now
like, oh, you like
Now people are shown to be actually essential because God knows I've made at least like 5 fucking delivery choices in this past 2 weeks. And don't get me wrong, they've been great. Sad amount of McDonald's.
I would imagine, yeah.
But mostly just like local places, and we get free delivery for local restaurants and stuff. So that's pretty awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's why like whenever I see, that's what I was referring to on like Twitter. It's like whenever I read that, I'm like, yes to the I am essential, pay me more. Because damn it, I am putting myself at risk, and I'm putting Brianna at risk, and pretty much everyone else I live with at risk by going to my job. Yeah. Pay me more. Now I'm not even saying like I deserve it, but they deserve it. Like, at least give me a little bit more money so that way I'm like, hey guys, like I know I'm putting you at risk, but at least I'm making hella cheddar, you know? But like, I mean, I'm getting $2 more, which I guess, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I could argue. I mean, I work 8 hours, so that's just $16 more a day.
Yeah.
Which I guess racks up, but when you're only working about 2-3 days, it's like I made $50 more, which to some is a lot. And if my accounts lost $50, all of a sudden I probably too would be like, the fuck. So I'm not saying it's nothing. I'm just saying like in the grand scheme of things, my rent's $900. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
like the $50 is like, but that being said, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful for anything. I just mean like when people say that, I'm like, yes, I would like to get paid more because things are getting a little bit harder. I am having to spend more money buying food that usually I can get away with because maybe I would have gotten food at work or whatever the fuck or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But to the whole, you guys are skillful heroes, amazing. I'm like, chill. I hate what I'm doing. Like,
yeah.
Every customer that walks in my door, I despise. I want you to know that. And we pretty much all do too. We bitch about you guys so much. When I see this bitch walk up to me, fucking like Call of Duty gas mask on, and all I hear is something like this, and they're running to something like that. I'm like, lady.
That was actually really good.
Chill. Like, I understand. And I'm not saying you have no reason to do that. But I am saying is you look dumb, and I want you out of my store. So please grab your item and leave. Because while you're doing that, guess what I don't get to do? That. Because that's not... Because that's that company policy. I can't wear that. So if I had to be exposed, then damn it.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Like, for me at work, they didn't really want us to wear masks because it would be unwelcoming to people. And right? It's like, really? Really? This is just a thing, like during the fires too, when there was hella smoke coming through.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Like, we couldn't wear our mask during interactions because it would be unwelcoming and unsettling. But it's also like, I have asthma. I am asthmatic. Are you going to send me home? No.
I don't have asthma, but during that shit, I had to go and get an inhaler because that shit fucked me up. Mm. So I had like a temporary inhaler for a bit. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't mean that in a like, hey, you're overreacting if you have a fucking gas mask. And they're like certified gas masks. Don't get me wrong. Mm. They got those stems and everything.
Shit.
And I'm not saying that you're overreacting. Maybe to some you might be. Because I think those are I really think those are for hospital.
Yeah.
Really extreme environment. You can say that in a Target, there's like a couple hundred people. So that might be. But at the same time, I'm also like, if I don't get to wear it, why do you? This ain't fair. And again, it's kind of like makes it seem like You guys make it sound like we're being in the spotlight, but it seems like you're clearly like not discriminating, but you're setting a precedent of who's more important, the customers or your employees. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's unsettling. Don't wear that. But all of our customers, we recommend you wear that. It's like the fuck.
Oh, really? Really? EMT comes through the door, causes a bunch of shit, right, John?
Oh yeah. So right. So we had an EMT the other day, and he was very. You guys should all be enforcing your 6 feet mandatory, whatever the fuck. And like our boss was just like, totally, yes, I agree. That is definitely something you should do. All this, blah 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 blah. And then guys like getting. It's like one of those things where you're agreeing with them, but they're still getting angry, and you're just like, bro, why? Anyways, he leaves, and then our boss is just like, yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. like she like looks around, she's like, there's only so much we can do. I can't stop these customers. Like I can't control 200 people. Yeah. Like we can, and it's funny because I went to like the small Target over I was like, and they every once in a while like apparently they announce it over there and come like, hey, Target guests and employees, please try to maintain the 6 feet apart distance, social distancing. And I'm like, I feel like this year it's a smaller store and there aren't as many people coming in. But at the same time, it also gets filled up a lot easier. That being said, in my store, it's just like there are a lot of people and not everyone's listening. Yeah. Like for the most part. And also it doesn't help when like they come up really close to you. Like I'm just like, okay, maintain the 6 feet, maintain the 6 feet. And then next thing I know, I look to my left and there's a guest right there. And they're like, hey, do you have these so-and-so? And it's like, that's hand sanitizer. And no, we do not, because those get sold out really quickly. And then they always go like, okay, but like if you did have them, where would they be? And I'm like, bitch, aisle A5. But like I can assure you, they're not there.
At our shipping and distribution center. That's where they are. Because like we don't have anymore.
Our manager was getting so annoyed. He's like, the amount of times today I have had to deal with a customer that is like saying, okay, but if you did have them, where would they be? It's like, they're not going to magically appear just because you, whatever. But yeah, it's just like a lot of those things where it's like, I don't know. It would be nice to get a little bit more compensation. Yeah. And I'll get into the government thing on that. But I don't think the whole you are heroes things is necessary.
Yeah.
I would much rather our companies and stores treat us a little bit better and just be like, hey, like, you know, screw the whole like customer interaction thingy being unsettling if you're wearing a mask. Wear a mask. Customers. Yeah, like I would like if they made it seem like, hey, we care about you and we want to make sure you're safe as well. Please wear a mask. Do this. Be as safe as you can. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. They're like still telling us, hey, if you get sick, feel anything, just leave. Just leave. Like, you're totally cool to leave.
Just fucking don't even clock out. Just leave.
Yeah. I'm not saying they're horrible. I'm just saying like I would rather more from the companies than from people going like, you work at a grocery store, you are a hero. And I'm just like,
reluctant.
I reluctant. Like, I would rather just not come in and you guys be able to raid my store. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, just do that. Like, please. Anyways, but try to wrap this up soon. But the last thing would be what I would love more conversation from the government.
Yeah, wouldn't we all?
Yeah, because $1,200 a month ain't much for some of us.
No.
I understand for some people it is. Don't get me wrong. Daniel and I both come from a town where the most expensive rent for a house is probably like what?
14, 16 really, and it depends.
Really?
It depends on how big the house. Like it's probably like a 5-bedroom house.
Oh, okay.
Like 2 bathrooms.
I'm talking about like, okay, you remember
like
the houses in, you know, the houses in Sultana, the ones that my dad owns, because each one of those he's renting out for $800.
Yep.
And that's a full blown house. I've
lived in places where the rent for a full blown house, granted, it's not in the best shape, but my mom likes fixing shit. I've lived in a house where the rent was like $200.
Yeah, so like
it's like
before we even moved up, so this is like about 5 years ago. Median wage was like $8, right? And now it's around 12 or 13 for them. Yeah. So they're catching up to us. Mm-hmm. But like what we're saying is, and obviously people that are watching us probably know us and probably know where we're from. So doesn't need to go too far into explanation, but we know where it's like to come from a poor economical town and city, and we also now know what it's like to live in a more expensive city. We're not living in fucking the Salesforce towers.
Yeah,
paying 6 figures on rent, but like you get my point. Like it's it is for some quite a bit of money, but for others not that much. And when rent isn't your only bill and you have to worry about all your other bills and groceries and living, $1,200 is not enough. Maybe in fucking transportation, yeah. Maybe in bumfuck nowhere over in I don't know. Nevada has a lot of like open areas, right?
Guess so. I've never been.
I don't know. I'm just saying like very, very, very rural areas. Mm-hmm. You know, like maybe there, quite a bit of money. But here, not so much.
Yeah.
And I would wager now that some minimum wage is raising for other places, not so much over there. Because minimum wage raises, eventually over time, everything else will fluctuate, will accommodate. So my my originally $1 Arizonas are now going to cost me $2.50. It literally says it on the label. It's $1. I'm still getting charged $2.50. What the fuck is this?
That's how it be, man. That's how it be.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, $1,200 isn't going to do shit, even if everyone in my house gets it, which probably won't even be the case. But yeah, 2,000 would help a lot.
2,000 would help. It'd be nice.
If I can get $1,000 every 2 weeks, that adds on top of my existing paycheck. That'll help a lot because it helps with just it's a cushion for me. Like it's sort of necessary, but it's not as necessary as like you or Brianna or even in this situation.
And like you and I are lucky enough to still have an income coming. Yours a little bit luckier because you don't have to actually go out and work for it.
Yeah.
But regardless of which, it's like that cushion of, okay, but if I get or something else or anything else happens, at least I'm going to be getting taken care of. If the other people we have to worry about aren't, it's just like it gives a little bit more reassurance.
Yeah.
And
it relieves a lot of stress and anxiety about, it's like if we come up short, what's going to happen, And
like everyone's saying like, oh, deliver more often. I'm like, yeah, but like delivery costs have not gone down.
No.
Some places have dropped delivery fees, and that's cool. But you're still paying a lot. Like it's still going to cost me $60 to order Chinese food from Sings. Sings is expensive. I don't know if Sings is still open, but Sings has always been expensive. It costs like $50, literally just to order salt and pepper chicken wing and a drink or two. And it's just like, why is this? Anyways, my main point is, some of these delivery costs, the way that we're having to hasn't been adapted economically. Mm-hmm. And I get it. For some, like local businesses, I understand that they might need to even raise delivery fees to make up for the fact that no one's going to the restaurant. Mm-hmm. I understand that. But, you know, if they raise it too high with too many people not making enough money, then they're just not going to get business. So as I understand, it's a very fine line that they have to walk. It can't be too low because they need to stay in business, but it can't be too high because no one else is getting any business, and therefore no one's working and no one has enough money to be like, yeah, I can deliver, or I can get delivered. So
it's a really weird give and take, and
yeah, so that's why when you see like that, what, $2 trillion stimulus package, and I think what is it, like the $1,200 when applied to every single American only comes up to like $500 million.
Yeah, it's something like that, and I think the rest is going to like some
big companies,
businesses. Yeah,
and everyone's just there going like $2 trillion. You can give everyone at least like
a lot more. At least 3,000.
You're telling me $500 million is 12 for every American? Okay, give us 10K, and that's $4 billion. You know how many $4 billion there are in 2 trillion? A fucking lot. That's like, how much is that?
I'm not even gonna try to do math and embarrass myself right now, especially in the.
I feel like that's like or 500.
Something.
I think it's 500.
Might be 50.
Either way, a lot of billions. And that's still giving everyone in all U.S. citizens $10,000. But
yeah.
And then like that's not even. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And they want to give us all these companies like 2 trillion, like all that sum of money. And then we have certain people that are thinking, hey, you know, in like a week or two, we could probably start opening up more businesses. You have heard of that, right?
No, I've seen that the president is just like, our people want to go back to work, and
yeah, and I'm like, I don't think we do.
You do, and I'm like, we don't want to go back to work. We don't want to work.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, yeah, some people have their jobs, but like, we don't want to go back to work. We want to make sure that we have the money so that we're not getting evicted and we're not getting our
it's like
power and our water shut off.
Yeah, and it's like, I think you're taking this whole slightly differently. We don't want to work. We want the money. We just have to work to get said money. But given the circumstances, just give us the money. But either way.
And that's not even counting undocumented workers and stuff.
That isn't.
They're just getting stiffed, and that, you know.
Yeah, I asked my dad. I don't know if you called your mom and asked how like everything's going on over there, but I asked my dad, I'm like, how's shit over there? Because like back at home, like you have a lot of people that relied on schools and other things to take care of the kids for the 8 hours while you're gone. And now that's not there. So then it's like, well, what do you do? Like not everyone was able to be stay-at-home parents because they already weren't making enough money as it was in agriculture to even do it. And it's not even it is agriculture, it is actual agriculture, but it's not like, oh, my dad works in agriculture and someone thinks, oh, he owns like a plantation or he does some biochemical. No, like
he works in the fields.
In the fields. We just we don't say he works in the fields because he shouldn't be in the fields in the first place. He shouldn't be in America in the first place. That's what we're saying. But he works in the like that because I mean I'm mainly saying like undocumented. Mm-hmm. Like that's what I mean. Like it's just like it's that here's this term, but we use it to not address the other thing, and it's just like probably do that because that's fucked up, and they should be treated better. But we're not Canada, so
we're not Canada.
We're not Canada, so oh well. Anyways,
yeah.
Other than that,
this whole thing's just a fucking mess, and there's so much more to talk about.
There is. But for the most part, I think that's like the main update with just us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Next episode, hopefully we'll be able to have a longer chat. We just want to have more resources and things to back up everything we're saying, because all information is good information, but doesn't necessarily mean it's right.
Right.
So we want to do our due diligence and get that out to people who need it, because you don't have other places to get this, right? Other thousands of people reporting on the coronavirus.
Thousands of people with much bigger channels
that know how to record using Discord.
Hey,
God bless Discord, man. Discord and Zoom, keeping the world alive.
Yeah, I think I and Google Hangouts also were like, hey, we're gonna increase the capacity of calls and stuff like that.
Nice.
Or not Google Hangouts, Google Duo, whatever their fucking
I still have Duo
face-to-face thing is. And to that I say yes, but what I really want is internet providers to up my speed, because I don't care if I can stream to more people. That's just more data that I don't have. So fucking up my data, please, because that's all that's getting us by.
Ooh, internet limitations is another thing, but that's something we would have to do more research on, talk about later.
Yeah, because I only know about Verizon or Comcast right now, because I have Comcast.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about other.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, to those of you that know us, we really hope you're doing well. This, hopefully, if you want to chat with us, you can always, comment and stuff, or just message us, because you know us, if you want to know how people in our family are doing, let us know too, or, just reach out, make sure everyone's okay, because that's the thing to do right now, even if we haven't talked in years or whatever, just reach out, comment on something, like something, just make sure that everyone's doing fine, because this is how we're doing, but we don't know how you're doing on the other side of the screen. So at least for me, like, feel free, I'm here, just LMK. Yeah, John, is there anything you want to say to the kids before we head out?
I guess the only thing I would say is just, wash your hands.
Yes, please wash your goddamn hands. If not for you, for everyone around you, especially those of you that live with your parents, your grandparents, children with compromised immune system. Hell, regular fucking, young adults and teenagers and stuff.
Why weren't you washing your hands in the first place? That's my main question.
That too.
But I don't. Just take care. I guess yes, wash your hands, but ideally take care. The whole washing the hands thing, I will say, is like, that doesn't sound like it could do anything. It's not necessarily the idea of just wash your hands. Like, it's not like if everyone ran to a sink right now and washed their hands all together, we would be rid of this.
Stop the coronavirus.
It's not so much that. It's just, that combined with everything else. So it's like, be aware of how you can contract and how you can give and the spread of diseases and germs and stuff like that. Just kind of be aware of that and try to practice just common sense safe. Stay away. Sneeze and cough into like your arm or anything. Just not at a person, not at like items that other person will then touch or something like that. Just, just keep, I don't know, just be healthy. Whatever you do unto you, or do unto others. What's the saying?
Do unto others is fine.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, wash your damn hands, people. Don't do what I did and touch your face, but my hands are clean, so I'm okay.
I have dry eyes. I can't help but constantly touch my eyes a lot.
Yes.
Which sucks.
Yeah, but
because I'm just like,
I just like constantly wash my hands, so
yeah.
Okay, but even so, shouldn't be touching my face. But yeah, I mean, wash your damn hands. Everyone can get this thing. Even your fucking pets can get this thing. Just
apparently,
just be good. Be good. Be excellent to each other. But yeah, so this has been another episode of the TopCup podcast. If you, I don't know, if you want to stick around, we have other videos for you to watch. I'd rather you listen to the audio, but you know, whatever. But if you liked what you saw, just give us a thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe. You know the whole deal.
As he said, he brought up the whole fact that we make videos because of him, and since I put in the work for them, watch the damn videos. Since he pays for the audio, listen to the damn audio. But along with that, hell, even if it's not to watch us, but it's more of a way to keep up and make sure, see how we're doing, that's totally fine too. I understand if people don't want to watch it and are just like, hey, let's see how Daniel and John are doing. And through us, like maybe through like Joelle, Brianna, stuff like that, just as a, you know, as a way to figure out how people over here are doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's totally fine too. You don't have to go back. You just stay informed. Because God knows we don't talk that much on social medias as other people do.
Sure.
I mean, you tweet way more than I do.
I'm sorry to. Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, this is the only thing that tells people, hey, I'm still alive.
Yeah, pretty much. Because we don't really talk to many people outside of the people here in San Francisco. And the people we game with, I guess. But even I have a short list of those people. But if you rather not see our faces and just hear our voices and be like, yeah, they're okay, then just, you know, you can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all that jazz. But you can also find us on social media where we're semi-active. You can find me at Your Buddy Danny on Instagram and Twitter, John at John Oevitas on Instagram, and Klingymite on Twitter. And you can follow our main channel here at TopCup Vids on Instagram and Twitter. We also have a Facebook page.
That we never shout out.
But you know, Facebook. It's there.
It's always there.
Instagram is owned by Facebook, so I guess, you know, but either way. And you know, a small shout out to Joel over at Overwrite Save Data. We hope he's doing good with his episodes, because I have not found the time to watch the last 3 episodes or listen to them.
How?
I'm busy.
I heard that go through your head.
I'm busy rewatching Avatar. Anyway,
wow.
But yeah, no, quick shout out to Joel at OSD. Love you, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. Probably text you later. But go check out the episode that John was on, which is the latest episode, number 5, I think.
It's very tech heavy.
Yeah, very tech heavy. Then
have fun.
Quick shout out again, because we mentioned it before, to Brianna streaming. Catch Brianna streaming, because she's the only one that does. And maybe you'll hear John's voice on the side.
Yeah. Maybe you will.
For me, I'm lame. I just do shows. But yeah, quick shout out to me. Yeah. Go Your Buddy.
You know what, me, I'm doing good.
But no. Yeah, we hope you're all doing okay. Everyone, just be safe. Clean your ass. Clean your hands after you clean your ass.
Don't clean your ass with your hand.
Yeah. Get a bidet.
Ideally.
Get a bidet.
Get a bidet. If you don't have a bidet, get like the shower head, the ones that move, and set that bitch to jet and just spray your ass.
Just take a shot.
That works too.
Yeah.
Shit in the shower. Waffles on that.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. Hope you're all doing okay. But until next time, goodbye. I love you.
Peace.
And in the great words of the immortal Zordon of Eltar, may the power protect you. Fuck you.
Hey.
Bye.